A lot of people say to me, I can't get a girlfriend because I'm depressed. I say, no, you're depressed because you can't get a girlfriend. They're different things. A lot of people are pretending depression is why their life is shit, when in reality, their life is shit, which is why they're depressed. This idea that we propagate that it's a disease you catch and there's nothing you can do about it and it strikes out of nowhere. I don't believe that. I believe that the number one cure for depression for 99% of people on the earth is $10 million. You haven't got a disease, you're unhappy with your surroundings. If you live a depressive life, you're going to feel depressed. If you lived my life, you wouldn't feel depressed. So now you know what you can do. Now you're either going to get up and do it, or you're going to sit there and stay depressed. Every day, I will sit at the end of the day and go, what bad has happened to me? Like, how could I genuinely have improved my reality? And you can self-reflect and teach yourself everything. I get this all the time. People say, oh, my girl left me. Why? I don't know. She just left. What do you mean you don't fucking know? Oh, because she wanted If you think long enough, you'll realize it's because of you. You can sit and say what she did and what she wanted, blah, blah. It's because you couldn't keep her. And you're not self-reflecting. And then you're going to go into your next relationship. And because you didn't self-reflect and you haven't grown, you haven't done anything, guess what's going to happen? She's going to leave you again. You're as competent as possible if you believe absolutely everything that's happened to you, whether good or bad, is completely your fault. When you tell the world that depression can't be solved, what you're doing is absolving yourself from all responsibility. I no longer have to stand up and work hard and try and be something because it doesn't matter how hard I work because I'll be depressed anyway. They're being ignorant on purpose to avoid doing the hard work. That's all it really is. As a man, you're born with no inherent value. You have to become important. You have to go through some pain or go through some suffering to make people care about you. Otherwise, you're not going to matter. If you're just going to stay somewhere near the bottom and then at the age of 44, email me saying I'm depressed, well, of course you're depressed. You're a loser. You have to build yourself as a man. And if you decide not to build yourself, then your life's going to suck. That's the thing about being a man. And that's what I was saying to the kids. It's like, look, you need to get up and it's going to be very, very difficult. The world's getting harder and harder, especially for men. It's all clout, it's all status. There's no way you're going to matter unless you get up and you work extremely hard. Everything in life that is valuable must be earned. Peace of mind must be earned. Happiness must be earned. Yeah. When you're hungry, your body telling you need to eat some food. When you're depressed, your body's telling you need to change your life. When I look at the lives of people who tell me they're depressed, I look at them and think, you know what? If I was you, I'd be depressed. Because your life is shit. But whose fault is that? If you're the kind of person who deserves a good life and works their ass off and genuinely wants it and tries very hard, guess what you get 99% of the time? A good life. Happiness is the number one thing that must be earned. And I'll tell you that my happiness is based on very real world achievements. I couldn't be happy if I was broke. I couldn't be happy if I was obese. I couldn't be happy if I was lonely. I couldn't be happy if I wasn't respected. I couldn't be happy in those scenarios, so I made sure none of them scenarios came true. As a man, you have a burden of performance. As a man, you shouldn't be waking up going, how do I get happy? As a man, you wake up and say, okay, how do I perform? And happiness will come at the end of the performance anyway. If you're unhappy with your life, if you're depressed, I don't expect you to be popping pills and sitting laying in bed. I expect you to give me a huge list of everything you're achieving per day. But people are told the opposite. No, you feel depressed, that's wrong. You should be happy anyway. Take the pills, stay home, take some time off. Complete garbage. You're depressed? Okay, get up, go for a run, get a second job. You can outrun depression. The most ironic thing about all of this is that if you don't prioritize happiness and you prioritize feeling proud of yourself, you end up happy by extension. If I would have chosen to try and be happy, I would have never ended up happy. The thing that makes a good man a man is that he does what he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to work and he works anyway. He doesn't want to get up, he gets up anyway. That's the whole point of it. We didn't want to die in the Titanic. Guess what happened? We died in the Titanic. So when a man sits there and says, oh, you don't understand, I'm struggling with motivation. If you are struggling with the motivation to be a winner, then stay a loser. Don't care. Am I hard on myself? Yes. Does that benefit me? I believe so. I'm hard on myself because life is hard. If someone were to say to me, do you want an easy life? I'd say, that sounds boring. I mean, did Genghis Khan want an easy life? If I meet a man and he says, I want an easy life, I just want a stress-free life, I look at him and think you're born to lose. So am I hard on myself? Yes. Perhaps most men would benefit from being a lot harder on themselves. I think I see a lot of men coming up with a lot of excuses for permanent failure. I don't want to hear it. It's garbage. It's hard for everybody, and you're going to have to just be harder on yourself and pull it off. So I've been from the absolute bottom to the absolute top. I've seen it all. When I'm sitting there and saying to men, look, life as a man is shit. It's always been shit. People go, oh, I don't feel good. I say, good. Your life as a man is going to be terrible the entire time. Having tears run down my face as I'm doing push-ups is different than sitting and crying. My eyes leaked as I achieved. Throughout history, men have always struggled. Happiness is for children and women. Name a time in history it was better to be a man. Was it better to be a man in World War II? Was it better to be a man in the Napoleonic Wars? When's it ever been good to be a man? Building the pyramids, was that fun? The only time being a man ever is good is if you become an exceptional man. Life's hard, it's always going to be hard. The only way to get out is to become excellent and perform at a level where your echelon is so high that you get to live this brand new experience. You need to become strong and smart and interesting and charismatic, well-known. You need to do it. I have a mission. I'm on the mission. We must let the people at home know that enslavement's coming for their entire life and their bloodline unless they resist. Stop watching the fucking Super Bowl. Stop going to stupid concerts. And instead, be motivated about your family's future. If everybody cared about their country, like they care about these stupid sports teams, or cared about their family, then the world would be fixed. We all have an innate energy inside of us. We all have a life force. And most people are just directing it in the wrong direction completely. While others complain that they do not feel happy enough, I'm happy I'm struggling. Do you understand? I'm happy to be struggling.
You have to love the chaos. You have to love the war. You have to love the idea of all the constant problems that you have to fix. You have to love being the center of a mini universe you have created and it's going to implode under its own gravity if you're not there doing constant aikido. That's how kings have always felt. If you're looking for calm and peace, you won't matter. There's no light without dark. The more money you're paid, the more important you are, the bigger your problems. As you go deeper in the ocean of success, the pressure around you gets stronger. Only the strongest submarines can make it to the bottom.
You said you wanted to be great, son. You said you wanted to travel the world. You said you wanted to help people, inspire people. Man, you gotta be a diamond. And if you soft, this ain't the, you want to get out now. And for a diamond to be produced, it must first go through extreme heat, extreme pressure. You hear what I'm telling you? For a diamond to be produced, it has to go through extreme pressure. If you can't take pressure, then you're not a diamond.
Problems, in and of themselves, are a blessing. There is nothing worse than living in the eternal still, the ether of insignificance, where you have no problems. It is stagnation, which is destructive for the male soul, is perhaps the most destructive thing. If you concern yourself only with being happy, you are once again acting like a female or a child. I want to be happy. Who cares? I want to be great. Would you rather be a loser who's always smiling, or would you rather be a stressed winner?
Success isn't handed to the faint-hearted. It's reserved for those who can endure pressure when others fold. If you want to rise above average, you must be willing to carry weight that would crush most people. Pressure is the price you pay for greatness, and every ounce of it is molding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the life you dream of. There will be days when the burden feels unbearable, when quitting whispers seductively in your ear. But those are the moments champions are made. Endure it, stand tall when your legs are shaking, push harder when your mind screams to stop. The ones who succeed are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who stayed when it got unbearable, who fought back against the exhaustion, the doubt, the fear. The furnace of pressure refines the strongest metals, and it will refine you. Everyone talks about winning, but few are willing to pay the price. Be the few. Be the rare breed that takes the hits and keeps swinging, that gets knocked down but gets up faster and stronger every time. Pressure will try to break you, but if you endure it, it will make you. When your friends give up, you stay locked in. When the world doubts you, you believe harder. When failure stares you in the face, you stare back unshaken. Success isn't about luck or talent. It's about the fire you build inside when the world tries to put you out. Feel the pressure and push through it. Embrace the hardship. Welcome the adversity. Smile when life throws its hardest punches, because every challenge you endure is another brick in the empire you are building. You don't fold under pressure. You transform. You evolve. You rise. While others complain and cry, you tighten your fists and keep moving. You keep building. You keep believing. You keep doing the work no matter how heavy the burden. Every sacrifice you make, every lonely night, every unseen hour in the trenches, it's all making you unstoppable. Endure now so you can live free later. Fight through the discomfort now so you can bask in the glory later. There is no success without sacrifice. There is no greatness without grind. You don't deserve the reward if you can't handle the battle. Understand that the pressure is a blessing. It's proof that you are stepping into a bigger life. It's proof that you are growing beyond the ordinary. Endure it, master it, become one with the struggle, build calluses on your mind, harden your spirit. No pressure, no diamonds, no struggle, no strength. Stay in the fight longer than everyone else. Be the last one standing when the smoke clears. Let the world know that you were built for this. Let them see that you can take everything life throws and still rise higher. Success is waiting for the one who refuses to quit, who carries the weight and keeps climbing no matter how steep the mountain. Don't pray for an easier life, pray for stronger shoulders. Don't beg for fewer problems. Get stronger, get smarter, get tougher. You don't win by hiding from the battle. You win by walking straight into it, unafraid, unstoppable. Every day you endure, you get closer. Every test you survive, you level up. Pressure isn't punishment, it's preparation. Stand firm, breathe deep, move forward. Your future is built through what you're willing to endure today. Stop wishing it was easier. Start getting stronger. Stay focused on the vision burning inside of you. Tune out the noise. Ignore the doubters. Forget the excuses. This life owes you nothing. You must take what you believe you're destined for. You must earn it in silence when no one is watching. You must believe when no one else does. You must endure when everyone else gives up. That's what separates the great from the average, the ability to endure. So hold your ground, tighten your grip, and walk through the fire. You were made for this. The world is yours if you can withstand the pressure. Keep going until they can't ignore you.